Okay, so if you have multiple dogs and you attempt to walk them, or you do in fact walk them out in the world as an individual on your own, then this video is for you. Ideally speaking, when you have multiple dogs out in public, then you should really have one handler per dog. And that's not realistic or practical or feasible for a lot of people. For a couple different reasons, but ultimately, if you're going to be out there on your own with 2, 3, or more dogs, then you need to have a damage plan in place, because you're just a mere mortal, and I'm just a mere mortal, and the prospect of having control over your environment and the inhabitants of that environment is really dubious. This isn't a skill-based this isn't a skill-based venture, because the truth of the matter is, the inconvenient truth is that people are not watching their dogs that are on their containment systems or their invisible fence systems, and there's a potential danger and potential threat around every corner, around every block. So you need to have a plan in place. If there's a dog that you can adhere to you somehow, so you don't have to hold their leash, so if you can use like a hands-free leash, I always use a slip lead and just feed it through the handle of my leash, and then tie that around my waist real tight, so that way I'm not holding each individual dog's leash, because if you get jumped by a dog out in the world, it's really difficult to hang on to everybody and try to manage and mitigate that situation that's unfolding. I actually was attacked by 2 geese when I was walking 4 dogs. That's the most dogs I have or will ever walk at a time. And I was walking 4 dogs, and I saw these geese, and I knew they were there. I know that they're regularly nesting in that area, and I'm aware of how protective they can be when they're nesting. So I gave them a huge, wide berth. I was all the way on the other side of the road, and there was no more lateral distance available because there was a fence on my right side. They were on my left side across the road. But it didn't matter. He beelined for me, dive bombed me, knocked me down, and I hung on to everybody. But something like that happens to you, and it deprives you of your dexterity and your mental faculties. You may very well lose someone. It could be easy, even with the most experienced handlers, to let a dog get away from you in a situation like that.